Hey everybody, welcome to Kingdoms of Alamar, or Amalur, Reckoning, whatever the fuck. Welcome to this fucking thing. This is a game I've never played. I don't even remember when I bought this. Presumably during a sale sometime in the past. And I just never got around to playing it. So, I had some extra data last month and decided fuck it and downloaded it. Or was it earlier this month? I don't fucking remember. All I know is I need a break from RPG. Well, I need a break from things with lots of menus. Because after the last two RPGs I played, I just need to cave something's skull in. Because I just came off coming off Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, and all I have to say, you want a review for that? Buyer's remorse. So. Hopefully this doesn't suck.
We were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and the mutable faithful.
Surprise!
But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathan. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious, but the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
Oh, that sounds great. Really? Did you have to stab the guy in the dick? Pokemon cards! Or maybe they were Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I don't know.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. The Almain are warlike and religious nations of storied origin. Many Almain come to the Phelan seeking freedoms while honoring the traditions of their homeland. Persuasion, blacksmithing, and alchemy. Varani. Hardened by the high seas, Varani are just as frequently pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers as seaworthy weapons. Mercantile, lockpicking, and lockpicking. Okay, so there's no different bonus between male and female. Lojosa Lafar. They are proud and ancient people from the frozen lands of the north. They judge themselves fit to divine right from wrong under wind, sun, and sky, and mete out an even-handed justice, dispelling alchemy and sagecraft. And Docklefar. Docklefar are renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace, or efficiently in silence. Stealth, persuasion, and I think I'm going to go with the one with lockpicking. And because he has a beard. A better beard. A beardly beard. Beard. Okay. Vrakor, god of fire and patron of the Farge. 6% fire damage and fire resistance. Fishing and sailing. I guess it would kind of make sense fishing and sailing, but let's see, ice damage and ice resistance. Third and god of war, battle, and tactics. Physical damage and armor. God of death. 1% chance of critical hit and 8% crit damage. Or poison damage and poison resistance. Beholden to no god, your self-sufficiency yields its own rewards. Really? 1% experience? Only 1% experience? I'm gonna go either war or death. %5 is straight physical damage and 5% armor. Let's see, war. I'll be a Viking. I think I'll stick with preset 1. He's got the beard. Stubble color. Viking! Nah. Actually, it's not gonna matter because we're gonna have a helmet on. So.
A Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape, though, all things considered. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Stagander! Come here. Damn keyboard. Let's see. I'd be a pirate of the seas.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Fuck you, I'm still alive. I'm the chosen undead. Don't make me Dark Souls this shit. Oh, it wasn't water below us, that was just a distortion of the stank cloud. Got all the stank. Great, I smell like dead ass. Well, at least they left my pajamas on. Be a bit awkward, be wandering around the disposal pit with my dongle wanging about. Okay, so you doopy-doop-boop-boo. Or, God damn it. Big feet, big hands. Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Piling remains have become a concern in the lower caverns, so an incinerator has been added to deal with the wastes. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash dumps. Hardly a fitting rest for the poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. Oh, great! So, what am I, some kind of freaky Funkenstein monster? Well, I got something. Shit. Can I have your stuff? Yay, I have the tetanus blade. Hurrah!
They're all over. Run!
Okay.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
It must be block. It seems. Aha. Do I get anything out of breaking barrels? Oh. I didn't even see you over there.
Stay away!
Oh, okay, so if I pause, he does a different attack. Something tells me barrels don't contain stuff.
You! Up there! Please help me! Please! More mortal.
dead fuckers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the dome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Oh, no doubt. But we must get to Hughes. He'll be in his study on the ground floor. The Tuatha are coming in through the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. Oh my. You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Dei, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Let me get this done, and we can be on our way.
Alright, so what do we got? Yay!
Right this way. You go first.
Yay, I got some shoes.
This is what that is. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Yeah, that doesn't look sinister at all. Well, so much for that. Well, I think that cements me as the protagonist.
Storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
Okay, so I do have to smash some stuff or maybe it's just to get things out of the way. Better defense. Okay, you do get gold and stuff out of...
Wait! Do you hear something? More Tuatha!
Wait.
We're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's block. Right.
Archers up ahead. Let's shoot them before they see us. It's over. Go, go!
Oh, okay. Man. Camera's got one of those, like, it's slow to start, but then it, like, speeds up. Hi, how are you? I'll take all the lockpicks.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, I don't have to hold it.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. What are you?
A dead guy? Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an efficient cleansing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value of my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided to the successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibit stiffness of joints and tightening of skin symptoms, which would suggest a possible solution for those internal cohesion problems of some of the well's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disagreed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom for future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately for my steadfast pursuit of promotion. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal nor promotion. All I would ask is that you please reassign me off of subject disposal detail. Alright, so there's spiders coming up, I guess. Oh, both torso and leg armor. So, 8. So I'd actually lose 5 defense. 30 mana, it really isn't that much of a hubbub. Alright, so daggers and fade blades let you stab people in the kidneys. Gotcha. Bad spitter. It's actually pretty damn powerful. Oh,
It
you...
completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn Amalur.
Oh no, it doesn't use mana.
No more spiders. Burn them. Burn them.
But they don't like lightning. Or maybe they just don't like magic. Huh. Well, seems like being a mage. Huh? Oh. Did I miss anything back here then? Those aren't shoes, those are sandals. I'm a hobo, fucking running around like a goddamn gypsy.
Hurry, get out of here.
Seems...
Die, you fucking bastard! Them. Get away! What is this? That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those Twatha make another push. No, this is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. There's nothing more I can do except to stay here and slow down the Tuatha. But this is the armory after all. Check the chests. We might have a few things that would fit you. With luck, I'll see you on the outside. I'll see you on the outside, if fate will.
I've got a lot of wounded gnomes to take care of.
No more.
I never believed the world would work.
Later.
Never did.
Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's boat. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
So... I just got copies of things I already Well, I guess it's not damaged? I am the hippie from beyond the grave. Booga 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 booga. Alright. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies 97.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked, rather than a magical flux on our end. However, full revivification still eludes us. Even with increased testing, products are nothing more than inert lumps of skin and bone, although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow hope of full success in the future. I know some of you complain that we should use cadavers and skip the corpse recreation altogether, but you must know that we'd never be allowed to experiment with the subject's actual body. We may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly. I'm not a Funkenstein.
Made it! And look at you! Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing. The Well of Souls. The pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time. There's so much we might learn from one another. It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe. I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. I am Fomerus Hughes, scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time. The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on a pseudo-feudal court system alone. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fae folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well? Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, we must hurry. Good, good. We can't waste time. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have breached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
The bad thing about fucking gnome fighting you with a big old knife, they're right at dick height. Run down the hallway chopping off elf dicks. Yeah! Alright, so... I guess that's where I came from. Alright, I pick war, and then it's like, oh, this is how magic works. I'm a hippie specializing in war. More lockpicks.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
They have a fucking... God damn it. Oh! Oh, crap. They have a cave troll. Hadouken! Hadouken! I don't wanna! You're gonna make me! Hadouken! Okay, I don't have dodge canceling. Oh god, I didn't know how to mash. I will never quit. Infinite. continues. Shards are used for sage crafting. Oh, that's nice. I got a ring, though. Simple band of copper imbued with mergics. Now if I can just find a staff that splooges out physical damage, then I can really be a hippie that specializes in war. Well, fuck. It looks like I ain't going back in there.
Yeah, I am reborn, He-Man. Yeah.
So, what do we got here? Bribe cost for crimes increased by 20%. Increases your chance to persuade others to your way of thinking. Really? Failed experiment now results in an unstable potion. This tells me where hidden treasures are. Sounds useful. Brr. Unlocks charged special attacks for staff and chakrams. Long arms of study and practice enables you to wield scepters effectively. 2% physical damage with scepters. Oh, so I guess there are magey scepter weapons? Plus 6 physical damage with staves. It says adds physical damage with staves, so I guess they're staves I can do physical damage with. What else we got? Reduce scepter cost. Hold and release staff to damage surrounding enemies. Hold and release the chakrams to spin your weapons and heal there. Alright. From block. Unlocks delayed special attacks. Unlocks dodge special. A unique mix of arcane and martial talent enable you to deal incredible damage with chakrams. Use magic to rapidly construct a fair whatever. Have a chance to siphon health. So I can get summons on this path. So chain lightning to tempest. Hmm. Leaving a burst of shadow magic to wound and stagger enemies in an arc before you. Quickly press the button again to throw a volley of shadowy blades, dealing pierce and bleed damage. I don't know. So...
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more?
No, door collapsed.
I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
Can I hit people? Okay, now. Like, how careful do I have to be with
More
this?
guards.
Hey, Remy.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Oh, you mean Agav? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We should be safe here, at least.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did he really have a troll? Not for you, maybe. But I lost good soldiers in there. They were battle-hardened and wielding the best Tedescan steel. How could you do better than them with just rags and rubbish? You're technically a type of wild fae. Related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army. Good luck out there.
Okay, so trolls are apparently Fae now. Ooh. Wait, are you worth anything to kill? Is that a fishing hole? No, something else though. Oh, I thought it said boar.
What is this world? You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? No, I had no idea anything like that would happen. The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send the reports to make some money on the side. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. I never meant for anyone to get hurt, but at this point, what's a little more blood on my hands?
Damn it. Hadouken! Hadouken! God, I should just... Oh wow, you were actually worth quite a bit of experience. Okay, so you were probably responsible for that attack. If you weren't, oh well, I guess you were a dick anyway. Wait, can I loot the bear? Oh, it's gone. Ooh. Hadouken! I killed Yukin! Maybe I should up my alchemy. Ew, there's enemies over here. Hadouken! Ow. I killed Hulken! The Stone Candle Mines. I better not go in there just yet. Maybe. Probably not.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Perform special attacks to defeat enemies to gather threads of fate energy.
Another victory!
When the fate meter is full, the fate symbol will pulse. You can then use your fate energy to enter Reckoning mode. Reckoning mode greatly increases your speed and attack power. It lasts until either the fate meter runs out or you fate shift an enemy.
This will be painful, mortal.
Their fates begin to unravel. Move near an unraveling enemy and proceed to do fate shift. Use your fate energy to destroy all unraveling foes. That's what that is.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know. My words exactly. I don't know. I just did it.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Fuck fate.
That's fine, but you don't have to. But I can see that you're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your thread in the weave of fate. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much. Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Yeah. Okay. Think I'll go with Acolyte.
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate, measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title
Sounds
always
like a
was
load of bullshit.
since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a fate weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
Okay, so... Oh, it's fate that this will happen. But we only see shapes of what you might choose, so it's not fate then.
That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
What could this all mean?
You just wrecked your own fucking argument. You're like, well, you know, everybody's got a fate. It's all dependent on fate. And it's like, we don't really see, we just see kind of shades of fate. It's what you might be, you know, it's what you choose what might happen. It's like, once you say you might choose something, like, this is what you might choose. It's not fate anymore. I didn't mean to do that. But it's not fate anymore. You don't say it's fate and then say, well, actually it's just what you might choose. No. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.